Hi, it's Bruce with the Weeder's Digest. I wanted to take some time to tell you about one of our great products called the Lake Roto Tiller. The Lake Roto Tiller is basically just as it sounds. It's the opportunity to be able to till the bottom, be able to tear up the weeds, and do it really from the use of pulling it by hand, behind a jet ski, or from behind a boat. And we sell it in 4 different models. This is the 4-foot model. We also have a 6-foot model and then an 8-foot model. And really I think the 8-footer is one that you should consider more of a commercial type of unit. 4-foot unit is easy to be used in many different methods, whether it is by hand or by pulling behind a boat. It weighs full of rock. When you fill it full of rock, you basically pop the end cap off, fill it full of rock, and then the total weight will be about 70 pounds. So you need to keep that in consideration when you go to the 6-footer, because then you'll be pushing around 105, 110 pounds total. Now basically what it is it's got these spikes that will rotate on the bottom as you pull. And you can look at it really 2 different ways. One is these spikes will penetrate and remove root, or the other way to look at it is simply just the use of it as a rake where it'll hook the weeds and wrap around it. Now for our demonstration purposes today, the best way to show it is really just to drag it not through thick weeds, because once you drag it through thick weeds, you as our audience won't be able to see anything at all. It'll just be a big silty, weedy mess. So as I pull it, you'll just be able to see kind of the easy action that it produces. So as I said, it weighs about 70 pounds. It comes with this bridle rope, and so as I pull it, you can see the action that it just goes across the bottom. And if you look at from my perspective, the amount of effort that is required is really absolutely nothing to pull it. It just goes across the bottom. When I get to the end of my path, I could either turn, and it'll easily turn in any direction that I go, or I could simply bring the bridle rope back over and pull it back in. And very minimal effort is required to pull it across the bottom. And you can see that the effort ends up producing quite a good result as far as moving the silt, moving the muck, and then also tearing up the weeds. I should also say that, that there are some state requirements with this. As recently as just in this past week, the state of Wisconsin has determined this to be a dredge. Now that might interest some potential buyers, because they realize that it is very effective and actually considered to be a dredging tool, while there's other people that might be concerned because they don't want to tear things up too much. So that is a consideration that you should take into consideration. And as always, I think it really needs to be stated that it is your responsibility to check with your state, local authorities to determine what actually is the best tools to use and what shouldn't be used in your area. We can give you some feedback on that, but ultimately our goal is to make sure that you consider that yourself. So thank you very much for looking at the Lake Roto Tiller. Give us a call at the Weeder's Digest at 763-551-1441. Thank you.